What's up, you guys? Happy Monday. All right, I'm less sunburned this morning. I have a little makeup on. It's been a crazy morning, so I decided I was going to come in here before I hit my wall. So been up since 3:20. Both girls got up this morning at 3:20 because Braden's out of town. Been at the gym for 5 hours with my kids and my dog and all of the things. So anyway, I want to chat with you guys today. We're going to start calling Mondays Manifestation Mondays. So I'm going to drop another photo in here, but I want you guys to start getting really clear on like having some boundaries and having some patterns with your week, okay? So when you jump on, give me a hello. But we want Mondays to be when we're like, okay, I planned out my week on Sunday. I'm clearly focused on Monday, okay? And we talk about manifestation. There's two parts of this. And if you caught the video last week, it's being very clear of what do you want to call in, right? And if you're not on the woo-woo side yet, that's okay. But like, what do you want to make happen this week? And then what action are you deciding that you're going to take this week to make those things happen? Okay, right? So we need to have the idea of what do I want, the feeling, the sensation, all of those things. We need to envision the people that we're going to help. And then we need to take actual action on how to get them here. Okay, so what I want to talk about today, a lot of you guys know about my Shift program, and that's going to be part of what we do inside of here is that to become an invincible entrepreneur, you have to first take care of yourself as the entrepreneur, because eventually, if you aren't already, you will be the roadblock to the growth in your business, okay? Your growth, your beliefs, your identity, all of that stuff will eventually be the roadblock if it isn't already, right? And so I've talked to a lot of you right now where you're like, I know I just need to go, but I'm playing over these old stories. I'm going through these old beliefs, right? And it's like, you know what you need to be doing, but you're not quite there yet. So most of you guys know I'm launching the 30 days to launch your own mini course. That starts Wednesday. The calls are going to be at 3 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Okay, we're going to go for 4 weeks. I'm going to do a bonus call on sales as well. That may run in the 5th week. I might do it a different time. But either way, they'll all be uploaded where you'll have access to them forever. It's $297 to do the program. Which, again, if you're at a place where that doesn't make sense for you, that's cool. But if you want to grow your business, you need to invest in yourself and you need to invest in your business, right? And a lot of us just don't have the direction to move forward, okay? But I want to talk about the 3 C's. So part of Shift is we have 5 pieces. So move, breathe, feel, focus, and nourish, okay? That's how you take care of yourself. And then there's 6 C's, okay? So just today, I'm going to talk about 3 C's, okay? So the 3 C's are courage, commitment, and connection, okay? And I think these are 3 really powerful words. I know they are for all of us when we talk about making a change, right? And so when we talk to people about taking care of their health, these 3 things are very important, but they're also the same for your business, right? It doesn't matter, life, business, body, health, finances, like all of these things are the same and all of your stories are the same. So if you don't see the correlation yet, you'll start to see that, okay? So first thing is courage, right? So if you're thinking about launching a business, you are launching a business, you're working on launching a business, it takes courage. Like, let's be honest, to start going out there and being like, hey, you guys, I got this thing. I want to help you. This is what I can teach you. It takes courage to figure out what your message is. It takes courage to reach out to people in the DMs. It takes courage to be an entrepreneur. Like, that is just straight up 100%. It takes courage. And not courage like once, like, okay, I'm going to start my business, but courage like every single day, sometimes every single hour, sometimes every single minute, right? Courage to do the action that's outside of your comfort zone that makes you go, maybe I'm gonna go do that. That's safe, right? It takes courage. So I want you guys to honor that. Feel the protectors that show up, feel the resistance that shows up, and then do it anyway, right? Take the courage. Like, ask yourself, what would the most courageous version of me do right here? And then do it, right? Because I was talking to my daughter about this. Like, she is unfortunately a worrying child. Like, that's just her personality. And we went swimming yesterday, and every time we go swimming, we spend the first 5 minutes with her going, oh, I don't think I can do this. And I'm like, the fear, right? The fear will always stop you. Fear is in your brain. Your brain is rooted in fear. It's not true, right? And so for her, every time it takes courage to like put her head in the water and courage to do this again and courage. And like, it takes courage. But once you start to create momentum and you start taking action, it takes less courage because you're like, oh, I got this. I can do this, right? So first step is having courage. Second is awareness around it and giving yourself credit of like, wow, I just took these steps. This is awesome. That was my courage. Okay. So courage every single day, taking steps outside of your comfort zone, right? Remember the 3 rules. Always do what's right for your customer. Your customer will fight like hell to stay in their comfort zone. And growth happens outside of their comfort zone. That's also true for us, you guys, right? We will fight like hell to stay inside of our comfort zone, and the life and the dreams that we want and the people that we want to help, they're outside of our comfort zone. Okay. So the first C is courage. The second C, is connection. Okay. So I know, and this is why I do group programs, connection to other people and connection to your highest self are two of the most powerful things that you can have in the world. So I know that a lot of you that are in this program, you've done group programs, or you're in a direct sales company and you're part of a team or whatever. Like, most of us you go farther faster with a coach and with peers, right? So cool in all of these programs that, like, you guys are going to learn from each other. Like, yes, obviously my goal is to teach you things, but you're going to learn from each other, and you're going to start to see, like, oh, somebody just asked a question over there. I didn't even know that was a question I should be asking, right? But when you're in a group and you're connected and you're like, okay, you guys, we got this. We have group courage, right? Like, we have group courage that we're going to move forward together. We're going to decide who our ideal client is. We're going to figure out how to get them into a face group. We're going to decide what our message is. And then we're going to launch something to them, right? And we're actually going to do it. And we're going to hold each other to the fire, right? The accountability of doing it in a group, even though you're all doing your own thing, the accountability of doing it in a group and being connected to other people with a similar mission and a similar lifestyle that they're after, and a similar vision, it is unparalleled, right? Like, again, I'm in multiple different programs because I have different connections to different people. And I know for me, if I was to say, okay, trust me, I've done it. I've done the self-led course, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to go do this thing. No one's holding me accountable. Nobody knows what I'm doing. I can't bounce ideas off anybody. I can't ask questions. I don't get anywhere, right? Quite honestly, I don't get anywhere, right? I let all my protectors show up. I let all the stuff show up, and I'm like, I'm not going to go back to the courage. I'm like, I'm going to just sit back here and do this, right? So connection to each other, connection to your vision, connection to where you want to go. That's the second C, okay? And then the third C is commitment, right? Commitment every single day to, this is how I want to feel. This is how I want to show up in the world. These are the people that I'm here to help, and I'm committed to getting to that goal, right? There's vision and then there's action, but with all of that, commitment and courage come at the same time, right? Sometimes you have to recommit every hour. Sometimes you have to recommit once a day. Sometimes you have to recommit once a week, but you have to commit to doing the action, taking the steps, and doing the daily tasks to get to where you want to go, right? We all have this vision, I assume, that we want some freedom. We want time freedom. We want money freedom. We want freedom from stress. We want freedom, right? In the beginning, it takes a little hustle, right? But I'm going to teach you guys strategies and ways that you can get out of the hustle. Maybe you hustle for a couple weeks. Maybe you hustle for a couple months, right? But we can still do that in Inspired Action. But once you start to do that, you're going to get to a place where we can create freedom. But first, it takes commitment, right? So we talk to our people at the gym all the time about the start and stop thing, right? And how many of you have done that with your business? A lot of us, right? You're like, I'm all in. And then you're like, well, that didn't work. And you're like, maybe I'm going to go all out, right? Like, I see people all the time on Facebook that post and they like crush it for like 2 weeks. And then we don't see them for like 6 months, right? Like, commitment is consistency is one of our other things. That's a C I'll talk about tomorrow. But like, it's committing to the action every single day. It's committing to yourself. It's committing to your goals. It's committing to your vision. It's committing to the people that need your help. Okay, because right now there's somebody out there that needs what you do and they don't know about you because you're not stepping up and you're not committing to building that business, to helping these people, and to really changing the world. Okay, so courage. You have courage to be an entrepreneur, you commit to it, and then you find connection in group. Those are three of the biggest things that are going to change your life, okay? So if you guys want in, there's a few spots left. We launch on Wednesday. Calls will be at 3 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. If you cannot make them live, that's okay. If you can, that's amazing. I'll have you guys submit questions if you want to submit questions before the calls. But literally, you guys, you can create, manifest, whatever you want to say, $3,000 to $5,000 in the next 30 days. If you take the courage to join this program, if you commit to yourself, and if you get connected with the other amazing people that are already doing this. So if you haven't watched last week's training and you want to go watch it and see what it's all about, do that. If you just want to know more details, drop me a line, go to the last 10 minutes of the training. It's $297. It's a one-time charge. It's just 30 days, but I promise you guys, you will get farther in this 30 days than you probably have in the last 6 months. If you take the courage to do it, you commit to the daily actions, and you get connected to the right people. So I hope you guys are well. I'm going to drop the link for, it's a PayFunnels. Again, if you haven't watched that training, PayFunnels is the simplest thing ever. It's basically where you can send an invoice. It's not pretty. It's not fancy. Don't go there hoping that I'm going to give you this like long sales letter because it's not in there. But it's a super easy way to click on the link, get yourself signed up, pay your $297, invest in your business, right? Cost of action, right? Cost of investment, right? It's $297. Hopefully you make $3K. That's pretty good. Maybe you make $5K. That's even better. But what's the cost of inaction? right? Like total tangent, but the cost of inaction, you guys, is usually something we don't think about. Where are you going to be in 30 days if you don't get off center? Where are you going to be in 30 days if you don't take action? Where you are now? Backwards? Farther? Probably not, right? So take the money, invest in yourself. Let's do this as a group. It's going to be amazing. This is the only time this program will ever be $297. After this, it may not ever run again, and I promise it won't be $297. So go, jump in. Let's do this. I want to see you guys create massive results in the next 30 days. So I love and appreciate you. Happy Monday, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.